Well, good morning everyone. Welcome to my kitchen. Welcome to my channel. My name's Connie. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, welcome back. I'm the mother of 9 children. My husband and I have been married for 38 years this year. And one of my goals with this channel is always to try and provide, for the most part, budget-friendly meals that are nutritional and using common ingredients that you probably already have in your kitchen. So if any of that interests you, subscribe to my channel, hit the link down below, click the notification bell so that you get notified anytime I post a video. So today's video, we are going to bake some baked oatmeal with blueberries. And it's one of my favorite breakfasts. It has many healthy ingredients in it, no flours involved, it's oats. There's nuts in it, which nuts are so good for you, and a lot of cinnamon, which you will see. Cinnamon also has many health benefits. So let's, without further ado, get right into the video. So this recipe doesn't contain any flour. It actually starts with oats. Now what I'm putting in first is 2/3 of a cup of roughly chopped pecans. You were supposed to toast them, but I didn't bother. Actually, I'm gonna try one. Then I want 2 cups of rolled oats. Now my husband bought regular sort of quick oats. I prefer the large flake, but this is what we've got. I want 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. Actually, I typically put a little more, but I also put it on top when I'm eating it. Cinnamon is very good for you. Look it up. I don't remember all the details, but it is supposed to help, I think, kind of. So that's about almost 3, not quite. I think it's supposed to kind of help with your metabolism, which I don't seem to have any anymore, but 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And I'm going to post the recipe on my blog site. I'll put a link in the description. Three-quarters of a teaspoon of salt. A 1/4 of a teaspoon of nutmeg, but again, I like nutmeg, so I'm putting half. Nutmeg is one of my favorite baking spices. It reminds me of my mom's homemade donuts. So I'm just going to stir this up, all these dry ingredients, before I add the liquid ingredients. Okay. So now I'm adding 1 3/4 cups of milk, 1/3 of a cup of maple syrup, I'm probably not going to do the full 1/3. I do a little more than half. Don't really want it too sweet. I can always add sweetness later. And that maple syrup is delicious, but it is sweet. I'm adding 2 eggs. I'm going to beat them in this bowl beforehand. Just to make sure they're well mixed. And then I have 1½ tablespoons of coconut oil that has been melted. think I put the baking powder in. It's 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And now we're doing 2 teaspoons of vanilla. That's one of the things I'd like to make myself next time, is to get some vanilla beans and make some homemade vanilla. Just not really sure what all's in this. So I'm gonna mix this up. And I'm going to add 1 pint of frozen blueberries. Actually, I'm gonna grab more. I don't think that was a full pint. Throw those in. So I'm gonna mix this all up, pour it into a greased baking pan that is 8 by 8 or 9 by 9, just one of the square pans. And it is going to bake for a while. I think it's like 45 minutes or an hour. I'm gonna throw this in here. Throw it in the oven at 375. And so when I cut this up, I usually cut it into 9 portions. And I just have 1 for breakfast, and I cover it with the Greek yogurt, cinnamon, and that's it. Typically I don't put any sweetener. Okay, so we're gonna go in the oven and I'll show you what it's like when it comes out.